Hello lovely! In this video we're gonna give you vocabulary and model answers about singing. Oh, yes, a fresh IELTS Speaking Part 1 topic. I'm Maria.
And my name is Rory, and we are here to help you prepare for IELTS Speaking. And have fun along the way.
Rory, it's a nice topic. Singing. How do you say singing? Singing.
Singing.
So you don't say singing.
Singing.
I'm a singer. Yeah, if a person is a singer, you say a singer. A singer?
And you said if, which can be part of a conditional structure. And our focus for grammar today is in fact the first conditional.
Really?
Yes.
So if you are a singer, do listen up for the first conditionals.
Or if you are a singer, you will enjoy this episode. It's amazing we don't get paid for making puns, to be honest with you.
Rory, do you like singing?
Well, if it's done by professionals like choir singers or opera singers, then I'll listen. But if we're talking about me, then absolutely not. I'm completely tone deaf.
Don't stop me now, having such a good time. I'm having a ball.
You're having a ball with that song. I'm not.
Having a
I'm not
ball.
singing along. I can't sing.
Don't stop me now. Come on, Rory, give us a tune. Come on. Maybe you'll like a song. No, you sang for me right before this episode. Come on. You
When did I sing?
No, right before the episode. We were discussing what the soundtrack for this episode is gonna be, and you said you were kind of like.
That's how I sound when I sing. What's a good song? I don't know any good songs.
Choir. Choir. Is pronounced as choir, not because it's written
Wow.
like it's written like this, so it's crazy. But you say choir, right? It's not chore, choir, and choir is this. Right, choir, and
Yes, a choir. Look. Oh, oops! I've hit my mic. A choir looks like this. We're gonna abuse our editor now and make him do some picture magic over here.
so you can say I like singing if it's done by professional choirs or opera singers. So opera singers.
If now I think about it now, are there different kinds of opera singers? Like soprano is an opera singer, isn't it?
Yeah, different kinds of voices. Yeah, but Rory is tone deaf. Oh, poor you.
Well, I'm not really tone deaf, but it's just another way of saying like I'm rubbish at singing and following music.
So you can say I'm bad at singing. I'm completely tone deaf. Deaf is like you can't hear anything, but tone deaf, you don't distinguish between these little tones, right? So you sing out of tune, all the time.
But that just means that I'm not singing in a consistent manner or in a manner that's consistent with the music.
Do you often sing?
Not really. And if I ever do, it will be obvious why. Because I can't really hold a tune or remember the lyrics, to be honest with you. We used to do it at school, though, and it was nice when everybody harmonized.
I can't hold a tune.
But that's the same thing. Being in tune and holding the tune is like continuing to do it.
So I can't sing, I can't hold a tune. Is there an expression, for example, in Russian, we have this, a bear stepped on my ear, I think. Do you have something like in English, like somebody stepped on your ear, that's why you can't really sing and you can't really understand music?
I think it's just called being rubbish at singing.
I'm rubbish at singing. Yeah. And then you can say, I used to sing at school and I enjoyed when everyone harmonized. Harmonized? Like harmony.
That's when everyone's got the same. I'm gonna really mangle this explanation, but it's like if you and I were to sing together, we would be harmonized if we had the same tone or like we were on the same beat together, and we were doing the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, we should just imagine our beat, like make it up like a success with IELTS, success with IELTS.
Sure. Shall we do that now? Success with IELTS.
Success with
Success with
IELTS.
IELTS. That's not harmonized at all. So there's an example of what it doesn't sound like.
So we are completely tone deaf, and
We're just rubbish at
we
coming up with
can't-
beats on the fly.
we can't hold a tune. So, dear listener, if you are creative and if you can sing well, please let us know, and we can sing this Success with IELTS thing together with you. Have you ever learned how to sing?
Not that I can recall, but if I had more time in the future for it, then I might. Oh, well, actually, that's not true. We did it at school, of course. Although, to be honest with you, I was always out of tune when I did it by myself.
You can also say, I was really out of tune, right? So I was really out of tune when I used to sing at school. So
you're in tune when you're doing it right, and you're out of tune when you're not doing it right. And you're holding a tune when you're continuing to do it right.
I did it at school, so I did singing at school, but I was completely out of tune. So what do you say? I sang at school. So I'm singing now, but at school, in the past, I sang.
Yes.
Or what do you say? I used to sing, or I did the singing.
I did the singing.
I did the cooking, I did
it's more
the
like
singing.
the singing did me because I was completely rubbish at it.
No, but can you say I did singing?
I did singing, yes. Not I did the singing. Maybe if you're in a band, you could say like I do the singing.
Who do you want to sing for?
Well, ideally no one. But if I have to, then I'll be doing it for a private audience, and they'll have ear defenders on. I did try singing karaoke once, but that didn't end well for anybody. It was something like, it sounded like I was swinging a bag of cats around.
Who do you usually sing for? You can say, I prefer to sing for a private audience.
Yes, but that just means not for the public. Singing is not for public consumption. Well, especially not mine.
Yeah, so maybe you sing in the shower. I prefer to sing in the shower on my own for a private audience. And once I tried karaoke. Karaoke? Or how do you pronounce
karaoke? It's a Japanese word, I think, originally.
Yeah, it is. And what do you say? We go to karaoke, we sing karaoke, we do karaoke?
All of them. But I said I did karaoke. And again, I didn't do karaoke. Karaoke did me. And I did a number on the ears of the people listening to me.
And then Rory made a really funny joke. He said that my singing sounded like swinging a bag of cats.
Yeah. I don't think that's the exact idiom. I think it's strangling cats. But in my head, I just had this image of these cats going crazy. And that was what I said.
Can you imagine cats going crazy and doing this meow, meow in the spring? And this is how Rory sings.
Like I'm abusing
But Rory
cats.
can dance.
I cannot
saw
dance.
Rory dancing, and he's pretty, he's cool with his moves, right? So maybe
that was
he's,
it. I would point out what Maria is describing is me bobbing back and forth at like 2:00 in the morning in a club in Moscow surrounded by drunk people. That's not dancing. That's me trying to survive.
Yeah, only once we did go clubbing with Rory after some shots of juice, special juice.
Did we have shots that night?
Tequila. Oh yeah, you did. I remember you did.
Yes, once.
Was
Once
it
was
tequila
enough.
or whiskey or I don't know, absinthe?
No,
So,
it definitely wasn't absinthe, that's for sure. People die drinking absinthe. It's crazy. Nasty drink. You can die drinking absinthe, for sure. You can die drinking in general, I guess, but absinthe is notorious in particular. Are you typing that in right now? Can you die from drinking absinthe?
Do you think singing can bring happiness to people?
Well, if it's in tune and the words are positive and it's got like a happy rhythm or beat to it, something like gospel music, for example.
Singing can bring happiness to people, and Rory said if it's in tune, again, if you are in tune, if the singer is in tune, then, and the words are positive,
Yeah.
right? And also you mentioned gospel music. Here you can give examples of different music. For example, gospels sound like this.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
gospel music. It's from the south in America.
Hallelujah!
Yeah.
Hallelujah! No, it's not this.
It's traditionally sung by African Americans, although I think really anybody could sing it now. But it's to do with racial oppression in the South and other great things like that. Anyway, moving swiftly on, that's a kind of music. But when we talked about the words, we could also talk about the lyrics, because lyrics are the words to a song.
When do you like to sing?
Well, I won't if I'm the one making that decision. I don't really like the sound of my own voice in general, let alone when I sing. I think I used to sing in the shower, but obviously no one's able to hear that, are they?
You can say, I don't like the sound of my voice. So the sound of my voice, and then let alone when I sing. So let alone, and also, and what's more, I hate when I sing, right? I used to do it in the shower, or I sometimes do it in the shower. I mean, like, who doesn't?
Well, I don't anymore.
I don't want to frighten the neighbors.
What kinds of songs do you like to sing?
If it's a good day, then it'll be something upbeat, like rock music, for example. But if it's not, then something gentle and calm, like Baroque music, for example.
When we talk about kinds of songs, you can say, I prefer something upbeat. So upbeat is something like, hey, like funny, jolly, bright. So something like upbeat music. Don't stop me now. Na, 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 na. It's my party and I know it's my party. Na, 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 na.
No, I'm trying to find a different one. There's a Scottish one.
Frying cockles and bubbles. Hooray, hey, ho, it's Irish.
Oh, it's Scotland the Brave, of course.
Yeah, how does it go, Rory?
Yeah,
Could you sing?
hold on, like, hark when the night is calling, hear, the pipes are calling, loudly and proudly calling down through the glen. I'm not singing the rest of it, but that is Scotland the Brave, which is a candidate for Scotland's national anthem when it becomes independent. Not if, when.
You see, Rory does have the voice.
I don't have the voice.
Vocal...
I'm reading the lyrics from the song, and I only read, let's say there's 4. I only read 12 words
That's singing. That's fine. And dear listener, what kinds of songs do you usually sing? Maybe something from Adele or Britney Spears or The Queen, The Beatles. What do you prefer?
We do Adele on our podcast chat.
Adele, really?
Yeah, when I say hello, it's me.
Oh.
Hello, it's me. But usually I just say hello, it's me.
Going.
I don't know the rest of the song. That's just my favorite part of it. It's the only part I know. And it's just funny because, of course, it's you when you say hello. Like, who else is it going to be?
Is it difficult to sing well?
Well, if we're talking about me, then the answer will be a definite yes. And probably if we're talking in general as well. Singing is a skill and you have to work on it. I think opera singers spend years working on their range, don't they?
You have to work at it. So you have to work at developing singing as a skill.
Is there a difference between working at something and working on something?
You're the native speaker, you tell me.
I think so. I think if you work at something, then it's harder. If you're working on something, you're still developing it, but working at something implies more force, in my opinion.
And when opera singers work on their range, so they work on their, vocal cords, right? How they sound, this.
We're just throwing around these
range.
words now. I have no idea. Like, we use the words beat and rhythm, and I don't know the difference between those things. This is terrible because I used to date a music teacher, so I really should know these kinds of things, but I have no idea.
Exactly.
This is obviously why we used to date each other. If you don't show an interest in what your partner's doing, then it's probably not a great sign, is it?
Yeah, so if you are a singer or a professional musician, we are very sorry. We might have misused some terms and yeah.
Well, we say we, I mean, it's really me. I'm making a total pig's ear of this.
Rory, yeah.
But just goes to show, you can just throw around these words, just showing that you have a vague idea of what they mean. They're connected to music and the examiner will be happy. They're probably not a music teacher.
Do you want to be a singer?
If there's one thing I'll never be, it's a singer. I think my vocal cords are closer to, cheese strings rather than violin strings.
And vocal cords are they, where are they? Here?
Somewhere. Where? Hold on. Like, again, I'm looking at a camera, but I can't actually see Maria. Hold on. Point.
Here.
Somewhere there, yeah. So vocal cords are strings that vibrate in your throat when air passes through them, and you produce sounds this way.
Bad 9! We
Vocal
need an
cords
opera.
is definitely a
Bad
band
9.
9 phrase, for sure.
Yeah, vocal cords. And what can you say about these vocal cords? My vocal cords are not developed, so I can't sing well.
My vocal cords are just inadequate for singing.
But you used a good one, violin strings, for example.
Yeah, I screwed up that comparison though, because I sound like my vocal cords are closer to cheese strings than violin strings, which doesn't create a great image in your head of what my vocal cords look like. I should have said dental floss. And on that note, let's bring this episode to a close.
Don't stop me now, I'm having
Oh, I
such
think
a
we
good
have to stop you now.
time. Thank you very much, Queen, for this song. That's one of my favorite songs. The link is gonna be in the description, and like, don't stop me now. And they use a very nice phrase, we are having a ball. So to have a ball is to have fun, is to have a good time. So we hope that you did, our dear listener, had a ball with us. You did have a ball. You had a ball with us and this episode. Thank you very much for listening. Subscribe.
See you next time.
Click the like button. Bye. Woohoo! Yeah, we do need our soundtrack. What could be our soundtrack?
Get Vanya to work on
We
it.
need
we
some
done
tune,
recording?
you know? No, we are still recording. We do need some tune, like IELTS Speaking for Success. IELTS Speaking for Success. Bye.